Well, good morning, everybody. Morning for me, at least. We're going to get back on the 52. If you watched the last video on it, you know that I failed in amazing glory. I was trying to get it to a car show that my Mustang Club puts on. It's called the Blue Oval Blast. A couple years back, we opened it to every make and model, so I thought it'd be really cool if we get this thing all ripping and drive it there and back. Didn't work. So I went ahead and picked up points, condenser, and a new coil. I have some suspicion about these things. Condensers on these older cars that still have points and condensers, they're always kind of suspect. They can just fail without warning. If you do not know, points and condensers are going to be inside of our distributor. I'm going to pull the cap off. It's all under there. You do have to do some feeler gauge stuff to adjust it correctly, which we'll get into. And then obviously our coil's right there. So I'm going to slam these things in there, take you guys along with me. You know the deal. Let's get it. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to get our feeler gauge and we're going to put it in between these 2 points right here. Get it? Points, condenser. So this little knob right there, and there's 8 of these things, it rides on a little shoulder on this black plastic. We're going to get the very top of that point to be underneath that shoulder, and then at that point, that's where you should get 0.015. All right, so we got the crank moved. You can see that shoulder is right on the top of that peak. So what we'll do is adjust this screw to open that gap. And then, like I said, we just want to see 15. Okay. So I had to do a couple things a couple of times. I really don't have a great answer on why. I put the points and condensers in like you all saw. Turned the thing over and over and over, had absolutely no spark. Did some testing, went back to the book, actually called my dad. He's really good on these older vehicles. He did give me some tips, but ultimately where we had continuity, and it should have worked. Cleaned everything off, put everything back together. I didn't make you guys watch it again. I did get some new wires just in case they were fighting me. If you remember my last video, that was the one thing I couldn't get a hold of. So I got these bad boys, super stock. I should have probably paid a little more for the better ones, but it's okay. Let's see if this thing fires up. So the main issue that I'm fighting right now, and I kind of have basically since I've owned the car, is it takes a super long time to prime the fuel pump. Once we get fuel, honestly, this thing should just run, but let's see if she fires up. Yeah, buddy. All right, so now we're back to having fuel issues. I'll get that thing primed, and this thing should be ready to go for a drive? I don't know, we'll see.
What's it burning?
It's also cold.
Yeah.
Probably oil from the valve cover gasket. It sounds like it's moving out a little bit.
Yeah.
But it does like the new stuff. Like immediately. Oh, you there? He's thirsty. Certain spot.
She's burning right.
She's burning right, bud. Get a shot of them new wires.
Ah! Did that? Stop, stop, stop.
But what's it spilling out of? Did you see?
The bottom cup. Like out the side of the cup. Like
You
that
watched it?
gasket, was it?
Oh, look. I think it blew out right there.
Yep.
Wow. So, remember I bragged about the core?
Uh-huh.
Core fuel pump. Well,
It was definitely a core.
she still needs a fuel pump.
Didn't you have to find a kit or something for it?
Yeah, I have the kit.
Oh, cool.
So we can just rebuild it.
Well,
So that means I gotta undo all what we did to put it back together. It's the story that never ends. Okay. So I didn't show you this because, well, I'm sort of already done this in another video. And honestly, I should have seen this coming. It was a core. I know I celebrated last video, but what did I really expect? I mean, come on. That's the vacuum side for the wipers. That's not great. This is, you can hear, it's crunchy. So that's all junk. I already had the other rebuild kit from the last time I attempted and didn't do this. So I don't know how much of this I'll show because I showed quite a bit of it the first time and I kind of don't want to repeat my actions, but I might kind of walk through putting it back together. But there she is, boys and girls. Round 2. Fight! Got the fuel pump all torn apart. Parts cleaned it. I might parts clean it a little bit more, kind of get some of the junk out of it. I'm going to pull these seals, put the new ones in. This side's already out. I'm not going to pull this armature out, which I did last time. I just don't think it's necessary. And I'm just not going to. What about it? Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. It's just kind of go time. This is some of the other stuff from the original pump, and honestly, they're both older, original. I mean, there's been enough changed on the car. I really don't think it's going to make a difference. I was trying to keep this thing as original as possible, and I think it may be kind of dumb. But let's get this thing thrown back together. Get these valves put together. All right, it's go time. All right, so I'm not feeling awesome about myself at the moment. So that just happened. And if you watched the other video, you'll know the reason I got this core pump was for this piece, because this piece had that hole in it. So I've been trying to figure out what to do with my life for the last couple hours. I'm not happy. Here she is, all put back together. Should we start making bets now? I gotta tell you, if you guys do, I'm on the it's not gonna work. I just don't know what else to do. So like I explained before, just to kind of like re-explain it now the thing's together, it makes a little more sense. The fuel pump goes in like this on the engine. I am all but positive, due to the way the flow the flow of the fuel, that diaphragm separates every component on the top. So in theory, as long as the valves are done correctly, as long as the armature is good, I believe I should have a fuel pump, even if I don't have vacuum wipers. But on top of that, if I'm thinking correctly, if I can hunt down another one of these freaking caps, I think in the car I could pull this thing back off, put it back together, and it be done. And I don't have to do this entire job, start to finish again. But who knows, man? I'm not sure the PSI, it can't be a lot. I mean, it's a 1952. How much air do you really need to run wipers? Hopefully like 3. All right, let me get back to work. Okay, that son of a fuel pump is finally in. You know it's a bad sign when I just say, screw it, I'm not gonna glove up. That might be my single most hated fuel line in the entire world. Anyways, I got it. So let's see if we get it. All right, guys, we finally got it back together. I did a lot of this stuff twice in the other video if you watched it, so I kind of saved you guys from having to watch me do it again and again and again. That wraps this thing up. Me and Iz are gonna go take this thing for a rip to make sure that it does very well. I am a little sad to say, probably gonna put the 52 on the chopping block. There's lots of reasons behind it. Maybe if we had more subscribers, I could keep it, but that's okay. I do this stuff just for me. It's kind of for posterity. I love doing it. I would do it if there was no camera. This is just who I am. This is how I live. But if you're in the Lansing, Michigan area and you love this car, it'll probably be on Marketplace soon. But I think that's it for now, so I'll catch you guys later.